Shocking revelations about the death of Qiao Renliang. A blogger from mainland China revealed that Li Yugang, who had disappeared for 7 years, recently resurfaced on an online platform. Li Yugang disclosed that he had once refused to sell his body, and as a result, was threatened with death by high-ranking officials, forcing him to flee overseas with his family. In his revelations, Li Yugang also spoke about the inside story of how Qiao Renliang was abused and killed. At the time, Li Yugang appeared without makeup, his eyes bloodshot, staring directly into the camera as he spoke loudly, saying that his withdrawal was not because he had seen through the vanity of the world, but because he had been terrified into running away. He said some people had forced him to wear women's clothing to serve powerful figures, and that Qiao Renliang was tortured precisely because he refused to submit. Li Yugang publicly displayed a blood-stained performance costume he had worn, an audio recorder, and his schedule, tearing open the darkness that had been buried in the entertainment industry for many years. During the live stream, Li Yugang rolled up his sleeves and showed viewers a scar on his arm, explaining that it was from 2018, when he was beaten for refusing to drink alcohol with guests. Those people demanded that he dress as a woman, smile and flatter them, saying it was his duty. Li Yugang said he would rather die than comply. And as a result, he was pinned down at a banquet table and injured with a liquor bottle. He revealed that his sudden announcement of leaving the entertainment industry in 2018 was not, as officially stated, due to health reasons, but because he had been threatened with death. Someone even sent his mother's home address to his company, warning that if he still refused to obey, his entire family would be destroyed. In a state of panic, Li Yugang quietly completed immigration procedures and fled with his family to Canada. Li Yugang further revealed that in 2017, the chairman of a certain film and television conglomerate surnamed Wang sent people to approach him, offering to invest in a solo concert for him on the condition that Li Yugang obey orders, specifically that he dress as a woman long-term to accompany powerful figures. Artie even handed him a detailed set of service rules, including no resistance, being on call at all times, and many other extremely depraved demands. Li Yugang refused on the spot, and afterward was continuously suppressed. Scheduled events were cancelled without explanation, completed programs cut all his footage, and defamatory content appeared online. To escape their clutches and avoid disaster, Li Yugang chose to flee. During 7 years in hiding abroad, he told no one where he was, and even contacted his parents in secret, because people connected to President Wang were still monitoring him. Once, while shopping at a supermarket, 2 unfamiliar men blocked him and threatened, "President Wang wants you to come back. If you don't, bear the consequences yourself." Li Yugang was so frightened that he moved house overnight. It was not until 2025, after hearing that Wang's film conglomerate had fallen into financial crisis and its power had sharply declined, that Li Yugang dared to come forward and accuse them publicly, even knowing there was still a risk of retaliation. He said that someone must stand up to expose the dark side of the entertainment industry, and that the injustice suffered by A Liang could not remain hidden forever. A Liang refers to Qiao Renliang. On September 16, 2016, Shanghai police announced that Qiao Renliang had been found dead in an apartment and ruled out homicide. However, prior to that, netizens pointed out that the actual location of Qiao Renliang's death was the Wu Yi Club headquarters in Beijing. Regarding Qiao Renliang's killing, Li Yugang publicly released an audio recording from August 2016 during his live stream. In the recording, Qiao Renliang can be heard choking back tears as he pleads for help from Li Yugang. "Brother Yugang, they're forcing me to sign an exclusive companionship agreement and make me spend the night with that big shot. If I don't sign, they deduct my pay and say they'll destroy my life." In the recording, another man can be heard shouting threats. "Qiao Renliang, don't push your luck. You're famous because we propped you up. Now we're asking you to do one small thing and you're still being picky and dragging your feet." Li Yugang said tearfully during the livestream that Qiao Renliang was already at a dead end at that time. He wanted to help, but management warned him not to interfere, or he would be dealt with as well. To substantiate the authenticity of his revelations, Li Yugang displayed a pink performance costume embroidered with peonies, with brown stains still visible near the hem. He said that in June 2016, he was forced to wear this outfit to attend a private banquet in Shanghai, an event that specifically targeted Qiao Renliang. Li Yugang also made public his 2016 schedule, which showed numerous sudden, unscheduled business social engagements. On June 18th in particular, he had written in red pen beside the entry, "A Liang was there too." He said that day's gathering was filled with powerful capital tycoons and senior executives from the film and television industry. Li Yugang was made to dress as a woman and toast each guest one by one, and was even forced to sing "The Drunken Concubine." One influential figure reached out and touched Li Yugang's face. When Li dodged the gesture, the man's bodyguards smashed a liquor bottle against Li's forehead, and blood dripped onto his costume. Li Yugang said that after Qiao Renliang was deliberately made drunk, those people forced him to sign an exclusive agreement. Qiao tore up the contract on the spot, flipped the table, and shouted at the powerful figure, "I'm an actor, not a toy." As a result, he was beaten by bodyguards until the corners of his mouth bled. Li Yugang said he tried to rush forward to stop them but was restrained and could only helplessly watch as Chao Renliang was dragged away. Later, Chao Renliang's former assistant, Ouyang Junfeng, publicly released a work diary that completely corroborated Li Yugang's account. In the entry dated June 18, 2016, it reads, "After attending a social engagement, Kimi was escorted back to the hotel, covered in injuries. He said he would never compromise." Chao Renliang's refusal to submit was met with devastating retaliation. A former service worker at the private club, Jiang Min, later confirmed in a live stream that there was indeed a special banquet in June 2016 attended by many celebrities, and that a male artist wearing a pink performance costume was bullied and later helped away by others. Li Yugang pointed out that the powerful figure who threatened Chao Renliang was the same person who later targeted him, the chairman of a film and television conglomerate surnamed Wang, who held controlling stakes in multiple film companies and entertainment platforms. This man had never failed to get what he wanted, and Liang's refusal was nothing short of a slap in his face. To force Chao Renliang into submission, Wang Xx's side not only withheld all of his payment for the film Customized Happiness, but also paid marketing accounts to spread defamatory rumors about his private life. Chat records released by Li Yugang show that in July 2016, his manager once messaged him, "President Wang has said that if Chao Renliang still doesn't know his place, he'll be erased completely from the entertainment industry." Li Yugang also revealed that Chao Renliang's so-called depression was fabricated. He did not suffer from depression. Rather, he had been tortured to the point of mental collapse. Warner Music, he said, colluded with Wang Xx to falsify medical records, accepted benefits, and treated artists as expendable sacrifices. Before his death in September 2016, Chao Renliang contacted Li Yugang and said he had already gathered evidence of Wang Xx's unspoken rules and dual contracts and was preparing to make them public. Li Yugang urged him to be careful, but Chao replied that, even if it meant dying, he would drag them down with him. Yet before he could release the evidence, Chao Renliang died suddenly.